Hello guys, and welcome to another studio gear review of moveproductions.com. Today we're gonna watch out for the new KRK Studio reference monitor system. So what I'm using now in my studio is the new 5-inch speaker, two-way speaker of KRK. This is the generation 4. To be honest, before I was running the generation 1 studio speaker, which I really was very happy with. And now really changed to the current generation 4. So what is really the difference? I think overall the monitor system looks pretty the same from the design point of view. Still wonderful design, which is really one of my favorites with the black and yellow front design. I don't give you a lot of technical insights here in this studio gear review because I think there's so much information on the website. You can check at KRKSYS.com. So that doesn't make it really interesting to me. But I think what's really worthwhile is to have other opinions from people and producers working in the studio, working with the material, and they can give you some good advice if that really fits or not. So what can I tell you more? I'm currently also testing a new PreSonus Aries 3.5 system, which is also the current series of PreSonus. So that also was the intention to have a second opinion with a smaller studio reference monitor. I'm testing the system now. You can also have a separate review then from the PreSonus Aries series. Please check the other video then if you have interest on that. So the KRK, what's new on the KRK? Overall, as I really said, look and feel is pretty the same as the generation 3, 2 and also 1 generation. What the really new advantage is from KRK, I mean on the one hand side you see here on the video, you can also download an app by Apple or also Android system and make several checks about the room equalizing to really adjust your material and the studio reference monitors perfect to your home recording setup or studio. So I also used this gadget and had a look on that. I think much more important is then issue number 2. So if you look at the back of the KRK, I'm going to show it maybe shortly later to you by the camera. You have a short little screen up the display at the back of the KRK monitor system. So what is really the purpose out of that? So you have several options to really adjust your studio monitors to your individual room setup. That means if you have your monitor system pretty close around or close to the wall, as I have in my studio, might be that you have some rather too much and lower frequencies. Maybe you're missing some mid or high frequencies. So what you're going to do is really adjust your setup with this electronic display and online screen here at the back of the monitors. So as I've seen, and you guess you have about 25 options to really adapt it to your studio setup. So it's pretty a lot of options you have, huh? What I really can recommend to you guys is really putting positioning your monitors at the right place in your studio. So whenever you have a 90-degree angle, it's really a perfect for you whenever it goes to mixing, or it gives you a wonderful sound design reference whenever you put your reference monitor to the side. So here I also use some stand-up bulbs here, which gives you really a perfect fit for your ears. So I would say now we'll make a short break and then we're going to listen to some tracks and I'll give you some advice how they really sound and how does it really feel in my ears here in the studio at moveproductions.com. So here I'm going to show you just the little setup in my studio with the 5-inch KRK speakers, and up front I have the PreSonus Aries 5 speakers. So this is my little setup around here. You see also here on the KRK, the newest G4 series has a little LED display. This is pretty good because now it shows you that you're online, and whenever you don't use your active monitors, there's also a standby function whenever your LED pops up. If you shortly look at the back on the KRK, you will see here the display as I show you, where you have several EQ options, and I don't really just show you in a little while. Most important to me that I really adjust here the volume of the speakers, so you can adjust your signal, but you have several options you can use whenever you push here the button. You can do equalizing on the left, you can do general setup settings over here in the middle, and you can also go back and adjust it to any factory settings here down below whenever you turn the button. So you can really adjust here individual things. That's just overall your options with the LED display here at the back of the monitor. So I think main purpose is really to adjust the volume and also adapt it to your studio setting. Hi guys, and welcome back. So now we're gonna check out the new Rokit G4 5-inch reference monitor. How they really sound on some referencing tracks I run here in the studio. So yeah, I would say let's make it short and simple. I will now give you two examples of track. First one we here listen to is a film composition with a little more bass and full range of sound than the other one we will listen to. So let me check how it sounds on the KRK system, which is really here pretty flat from the equalizing tune, so that's really the factory settings I run. I will explain you in the other part of the video then. You have several options to adapt your new KRK system in your home studio. You can put some equalizing and room reference that it really fits very well to your studio. So now we're going to listen it pretty flat, so we have a perfect comparison to the other speakers. Let's hear the track over here, how they sound. It's a 5-inch speaker, Rokit G Generation 4. Let's go for it. So actually sounds really perfect to me with these two-way speakers from KRK. I have to say the sound is pretty clear. You can hear really mid-range, high frequency, and also on the lower bass. As you've seen, I just touched the bass system over here. It sounds really very fat to me, so it's really nothing I'm missing from the sound perspective. So great speaker, I can only recommend to you. It's pretty from the size, a small speaker for any home recording purposes, and it fits in every studio, so great choice for me. Have a listen on that one. We're now switching to track number 2, and we can also have a listen on that. Same volume. strikes back. Okay, also here, perfect sound to me, not too much bass. I really feel very comfortable when I listen to the track, so gives you, I would say, perfect conditions to mix your sound, to creating your tracks and doing your sound design at the end. So that was it from the KRK 5-inch comparison here, also compared with the PreSonus Aries series. Hope give you some advice, and whenever you have questions, feel free to call me up. And there we go. So see you next time, guys. Bye bye.